What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the cruise ship. It took me almost the entire month of December to construct the interior of this, and then it took me another week to render all the footage and edit this. So this is about a month in the making. I did not completely do the interior of this ship, be warned. The only thing I did not do is the crew areas and like the engine room in the bottom. That area I'm going to do maybe at a later date. So everywhere that you could go as a guest on this ship is complete. So the ship is about 80% done. But without further ado, let's get started. So I decided to begin in the cafe at the top. This is like the buffet where you would get your lunch and all the snacks. You'll see in the top right hand corner I have an x-ray vision of the boat, so that way you can never get lost of where I'm at. I'll try and keep the arrow pointed in the area where I'm working, so that way you kind of get the layout for the ship. But yeah, Lido Cafe was pretty simple, and then I just decided to move outside to the pool deck. Out here is where they have the big dance party every night, and I decided to have plenty of seating and plenty of those sunbathing chairs, because this is really the only place on the boat you can get sun. And then I began on the first bar of many. There is so many bars, honestly I lost track. But that is pretty much it for the pool deck. Next up is the spa. This one is pretty boring. Just a bunch of massage rooms and a lounge. This area right here is called Top Sail Lounge. This is the first giant lounge I had built in the cruise. This has a ginormous bar, pool tables, and a bunch of seating, and a balcony that overlooks the front of the ship. That is pretty much it for Top Sail Lounge. I don't know why anyone would want to hang out in here besides the pool tables and the drinks. Immediately right next to the Top Sail Lounge is the entrance to the Yacht Club. And since the Yacht Club is exclusive, I had to get rid of the staircases on either side, and then I could begin the Yacht Club area. The Yacht Club consists of a very small lounge and then a very large private pool deck, which I think is really cool. It overlooks the front of the boat. It's on the very top of the boat, and you get 2 private bars, which is also nice. The next thing I built was the Teens Club. They get their own private lounge and dance floor area, and then immediately above that is the Club 360. That is the Millennium Falcon looking structure on the top. This is just another, basically a nightclub with a bar, and then behind that is the cinema. The last thing to do in the top section of the boat is the Black and White Club, which is this lounge in the back of the boat. I didn't really know what to do with this area, so it's just a generic black and white lounge. And then there is a bar at the adults only pool in the very back that I needed to do. And now the whole upper decks of the boat are done. And now it is time to start the inside of the boat, like deep on the inside of the boat. Right now it is very cavernous and empty, so starting with the giant atrium area where you saw me film the intro, this almost every boat has this, so I decided to make it as realistic as possible, having plenty of light and just open area. There's usually a piano person, and the glass elevators are a must. Then I'm going to do one of the entrances, and then I'm going to just flip it to the other side of the ship since they match. And then I'm going to clean up some areas, add some seating, add in like a coffee area. And now it is time for my favorite room on the entire ship, the auditorium. immediately outside of the auditorium, there is 2 bars, so that way you can get your booze before you watch the show. And then above on the mezzanine level of the auditorium, there is an Italian restaurant to the left and an arcade to the right. And these both were really fun to make. So right here I am starting one of the biggest rooms, and that is the casino.
Let's go gambling!
So over here we have blackjack tables, and then we have roulette, and then a bunch of slot machines, and then on the other side we have poker and craps. So I'm pretty sure that covers all of the classic casino games, as well as a giant bar and an area to exchange your chips for money, or vice versa. Hopefully that covers the casino. I'm not a gambling person, but hopefully for those of you who are, this is a pretty accurate casino. The next space is the bowling alley. I was able to fit 9 lanes, a bar, and the shoe rental area. Pretty big bowling alley for how small the ship is, and I was pretty impressed with how it turned out. And then after that, I'm just going to kind of meander around the boat and fill in some empty areas. This space right here is the comedy club. It is a pretty small and intimate space, as you can tell. Very low ceilings, and I feel like I nailed that comedy look with that brick in the background behind the stage. But anyway, down the hall from the comedy club is Wagyu Heaven, which is going to be a steakhouse. I would definitely love to eat there. And then I'm just going to kind of go around the ship and finish up any hallways. I do believe I end up building a cafe and like the kids area next. Right here, I am finishing up the jazz lounge. Right here is where they play a lot of jazz, if you're into that. But this is basically just another lounge. Next up is the big fancy dining room in the back of the ship. This is where you have your big fancy dinner every night, and you have assigned seating, and you sit with strangers, and it's kind of awkward, or it's really fun. I would say that this is my second favorite room on the ship. This part of the interior I was dreading the most, so I saved it for last, and that is the big shopping mall near the bottom, pretty much right underneath the casino. This just took so long. There was a lot of shops, and I didn't want to do it. So I saved it for last. So this is the last thing that was built in the inside of the ship, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching to the end of the video. As always, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. Again, you can go on a vacation to Matadora for free. All you gotta do is change your game mode to this mode right here, and then type in this IP address to your server list and come on and join Matadora. Free vacation, hey. Anyway, I will catch you all in the next video. I am done with boats. I am done with ports. We are going back to the city, finally. See you all in the next video. Bye.